Speak, translate. Chosen one, hear me clearly. You did not stumble upon this message by chance. Heaven scheduled this moment. Godandapos. Hand has guided you here in perfect timing, because the winds of divine transfer are beginning to move. The atmosphere around your life is shifting. You are standing at the threshold of something holy, something beyond logic, a billionaire shift, not of greed, but of purpose, provision, and divine destiny. Music, anointed one. This word comes as both a warning and a confirmation. The Spirit of God is saying, unquote, pay attention, for what Andapos is being released in this season will not only elevate you, but also awaken everything connected to you. This is not about chasing wealth, itandapos, about walking in the inheritance already written for you before the foundation of the world. Unquote. Deuteronomy 8:18 declares, greater than music, greater than unquote, it is God who gives you the power to get wealth. Unquote. That power is being stirred within you right now. Chosen one, open your heart and quiet your mind. You are being summoned into a higher realm, a place where faith becomes currency and obedience unlocks overflow. This is your divine appointment. Heaven and Apos's gates are open. The transfer has begun. Chosen one, listen closely. What Andapos happening around you right now is not coincidence. Itandapos, divine orchestration. The winds of heaven are shifting in your favor, and your name has been written into this season of acceleration. Every tear, every silent prayer, every long night when you wondered if God still remembered you, all of it was preparation. You were an Andapos, being punished. You were being positioned. Heaven has been preparing a transfer, not just of money, but of purpose, authority, and influence. This billionaire shift is not about luxury, itandapos, about legacy. Anointed one, the fire you walked through was nandapos, sent to break you. It was sent to build you. The rejection refined your discernment. The loss deepened your faith. Lays trained your patience. You asked God why it took so long, but he was shaping you to handle what Andapos, about to overflow. The same God who watched you sow in tears is now commanding you to reap in joy. The atmosphere is thick with favor. Deep in your spirit, you can already sense it. Something holy is unfolding. This is the moment where faith turns into manifestation. Heaven has aligned resources, divine partnerships, and opportunities perfectly on schedule. Doors that refuse to open will now swing wide, not because you pushed harder, but because you waited longer. You Andapos have learned the difference between striving and aligning, between forcing and flowing. Your patience became prophecy, and now the reward is being released. Andapos stood in that place myself, where everything seemed lost, yet heaven whispered, unquote, hold on, unquote. Then suddenly everything changed. One conversation, one open door, one moment of divine timing shifted my entire life. That same kind of sudden breakthrough is about to find you, chosen one. God is about to make it undeniable that his hand is upon you. This is not just about finances, music, itandapos, about fulfillment. Euandapos, stepping into generational wealth, wisdom, peace, purpose, and impact that ripple through time. You Andapos, just receive abundance. Euandapos irradiate music, it. Wherever you go, people will feel the overflow of your obedience. But hear this warning wrapped in grace. Pay attention. Heaven is sending instructions disguised as ideas, opportunities, and gentle whispers in the night. Follow them. What looks small may carry your biggest breakthrough. The shift is not coming someday, Itandapos, already in motion. Chosen one, Euandapos, entered the realm of divine flow. Blessings are chasing you. Miracles are aligning with your steps. God is saying, Anquart, enough delay, enough doubt. Itandapos, time. Anquart, you are not waiting for your moment. Greater than music. Greater than your moment has been waiting for you. Pause for a breath. Feel that power rising inside. Thatandapos, heavenandapos, confirmation. Speak, the angels have already gone before you. The doors are opening, and your season of acceleration has begun. The same God who turned Josephandapos pit into a palace is doing it again through you. When people ask how it happened, your answer will be simple. God did it. Chosen one, the stillness Euandapos have been walking through has never been emptiness. Itandapos, been holy preparation. Heaven has been aligning every detail, moving quietly behind the curtain of your life. What looked like silence was actually strategy. You thought God was withholding blessings, but he was building capacity. Music, every delay, every detour, every disappointment was a divine setup. Music, not a setback. Euandapos have been asking, Anquart, why did it take so long? Anquart, but anointed one, time was never wasted. God was training you for endurance, teaching you to walk by faith, not by what you could see. The seasons of lack shaped your discernment. The nights of tears purified your motives. The loneliness anchored your dependence on him alone. You were Anandapos, abandoned. You were being refined into someone who can now carry abundance, music, without losing humility. I know that feeling deeply. Euandapos have lived through those seasons when nothing seemed to move. I remember praying, fasting, believing, and yet doors stayed shut. I thought God had forgotten, but now I understand he was Nandapos, punishing me. He was positioning, music, me. He was protecting my promise from premature exposure, because what comes too early often collapses. God let me grow roots in secret, so I could rise strong in public. Euandapos, done the same with you, chosen one. That hidden season was never meant to break you. It was meant to build spiritual authority in you. You learned to pray when no one else was watching. You learned to stand when everything fell apart. You learned to trust God, not because it was easy, but because it was all you had left. And Thatandapos, why this next level belongs to you, because you earned it in the spirit long before Euandapos. I'll see it in the natural. The billionaire shift you are stepping into is Nandapos, about chance or luck. Itandapos, about legacy. God is raising up financial leaders, kingdom builders, and spiritual investors, music, and you are one of them. Euandapos, proven that your heart can handle heavenandapos. Wealth. Euandapos have shown that obedience means more to you than applause. Thatandapos, why God can now trust you with abundance that carries generational impact. Anointed one, pay attention to the signs, the divine nudges in your spirit, the dreams that keep repeating, the sudden opportunities that come wrapped in peace. These are not coincidences, these are coordinates. Heaven is pointing you toward destiny. Donandapos, dismiss the small doors. Many great moves of God begin quietly, and when things start shifting fast, because they will, stay grounded. Remember who opened the door. Itandapos, not your effort. Itandapos, his grace. This billionaire shift is Nandapos, something you achieve. Itandapos, something you receive. God is rewarding years of faithfulness, of trusting him when there was no evidence. Chosen one, heaven is only waiting for one word from you. Yes. Say yes to the unfamiliar, yes to the acceleration, yes to the life that Andapos been. Music, calling you from within. The moment you align your faith with his plan, the atmosphere around you will change. The silence has served its purpose. The pruning is complete. You are stepping into divine visibility. The world will now see what heaven has known all along. The preparation is over. The alignment, music, is done. The release has begun. Chosen one, heaven Andapos alignment is complete, and the Spirit is declaring, music, Itandapos, it's time to rise. You Andapos endured the refining fire, walked through the hidden seasons, and stayed faithful when no one was watching. You Andapos have been prepared in silence for a public release. The waiting is over. The manifestation is here. The question is no longer when, Itandapos, will you walk in it with authority. Speak, speak, anointed one, you Andapos, outgrown the old identity that once fit your struggle. You, Canandapos, keep thinking. Music, small when God has enlarged your territory. The version of you that doubted, delayed, and hesitated has served its purpose. Heaven has already promoted you. Your spirit knows it even before your mind catches up. You Andapos, not waiting for validation anymore. You Andapos, walking in confirmation. God has been forging strength in your soul. Every challenge taught you strategy. Every loss built humility. Greater than music. Greater than every closed door sharpened your discernment. You Andapos have been prepared not just to receive wealth, but to manage it with wisdom and purpose. This billionaire shift is not about money. Itandapos, about mission. Itandapos, about being chosen to carry resources, vision, and influence that will impact generations. I know what it feels like to sense that promotion before you see it. I remember when my environment began to shift, friends drifted, old interests faded, and my hunger for something higher grew unbearable. Thatandapos, when God whispered, Anquot Iandapos, not changing your surroundings. Your assignment. Anquot. That was the moment my spirit awakened. I believe this is that moment for you. Chosen one, Itandapos, time to rise into divine confidence. You Andapos, not built for survival anymore. You Andapos, built for strategy. Music, speak from victory, not from fear. Think like a ruler, not a beggar. Your ideas are not random. The Andapos, blueprints from heaven waiting for your obedience. Write them. Greater than music. Greater than plan them. Act on them. What you create in this season will outlive you. Donandapos, let fear disguise itself as caution. Donandapos, mistake humility for hesitation. You can be both gentle and powerful, both grateful and ambitious. The same God who planted this dream in your spirit has already arranged the provision to fulfill it. Remember, provision always follows purpose. Anointed one, the realm has shifted. The words you speak now carry divine weight. When you declare abundance, the atmosphere responds. When you decree healing, creation aligns. Your voice is no longer just sound, Itandapos, command. Heaven and earth are tuned to your frequency. This is Nandapos, fantasy. Itandapos, fulfillment, music. You are the living proof that faith still works. The waiting was your preparation. The breakthrough is your unveiling. You Andapos, evolved, matured, and awakened into purpose. So rise, chosen one, walk into your billionaire shift with boldness. You Andapos, no longer asking for permission. You Andapos, walking in authority. The doors are an Andapos just open. The Andapos been waiting for you. The alignment is complete. Music, The activation has begun. The world is about to witness what heaven already declared. You were chosen for this. Chosen one, now that euandapos, they stepped fully into your divine authority. Itandapos, time to understand how heaven brings its promises into reality. Miracles, donandapos, just appear out of nowhere. They are born when faith, obedience, and divine order move together. When your thoughts, your words, and your actions align with godandapos frequency, the natural world begins to respond. Heaven doesn't move randomly. It manifests through those who are aligned, anointed one. This billionaire shift doesn't begin in your wallet. It begins in your mind. The true wealth transfer happens when your belief system expands to match heavenandapos, his vision for you. As long as you see yourself as limited, you will unconsciously block the unlimited. Thatandapos, why God has been stretching you, pruning you, removing distractions and people who no longer fit your next season. Itandapos, not music, punishment. Itandapos, preparation. Euandapos, outgrown old thinking, and heaven is making space for music, a greater version of you. I and Apos felt that friction myself, the discomfort of growing beyond what once felt safe. I used to think small dreams honored God, but I was wrong. True humility is nandapos, thinking less of yourself. Itandapos is agreeing with how God already sees you. Speak, speak. I finally stopped doubting my worth and started believing I was chosen. Everything accelerated. That same shift in perspective, music, is happening for you right now. Heaven is testing your readiness by expanding your capacity to believe. Chosen one, your words carry creative power. Every sentence you speak becomes a seed that shapes your future. Speak from victory, not from fear. When you declare faith, heaven begins to build. When you confess doubt, the flow slows. Thatandapos is why the enemy tries to silence you, because your voice carries divine authority. Speak life. Speak light. Speak as one who knows the outcome is already written in your favor. This billionaire shift is not merely financial. Itandapos, spiritual stewardship. Godandapos, economy thrives on circulation. What you release multiplies. The open hand always receives more than the closed one. Heaven is nandapos, looking for perfection. Itandapos, looking for faithfulness. God saw music, you give when it hurt, believe when it made no sense, and stay kind when others mocked you. None of that was wasted. Every moment of quiet obedience was a deposit in heavenandapos' ledger. And now the withdrawal season has come. Anointed one, pay attention to the signs, the divine synchronicities, the right call at the perfect moment, the doors opening that logic canandapos explain. These are heavenandapos, fingerprints confirming your alignment. Donandapos, question them. Flow with them. Euandapos, entered the era of divine ease where manifestation feels natural because euandapos become one with it. Chosen one, greater than music, greater than this, is divine dominion. Not striving but stewarding, not chasing but attracting. Euandapos, no longer waiting on the miracle. The miracle is waiting on you to believe boldly, act faithfully, and rest confidently. Guard your mind, protect your peace, focus on faith, and miracles will multiply. The flow is open. Stay in it. Heaven is already working, and reality is about to reflect the prophecy over your life. Chosen one, understand this. Nothing happening in your life right now is coincidence. Every music detail, every shift, every delay has been part of divine orchestration. Heaven has been quietly arranging the pieces behind the scenes, music, while you remained faithful, obedient, and steadfast. What you andapos are stepping into now is not random favor. Itandapos, divine order manifesting in real time. Every prayer you whispered, every seed you planted, every moment you held on when it would have been easier to quit, has brought you to this appointed hour. The acceleration you feel is heaven responding to your endurance. Anointed one, this billionaire shift does not begin with money. It begins with mindset. God must enlarge your inner world before he can expand your outer one. You cannot carry overflow with a vessel shaped by scarcity. That andapos, why hendapos, has been stretching you, pruning your circle, shaking your comfort zones, and removing what no longer serves your destiny. Every closed door was redirection, not rejection. Every loss was making room for greater gain. The subtraction was divine multiplication in disguise. I know that kind of season, the silence, the isolation, the waiting. Greater than music, greater than it refines your faith and burns away what andapos, temporary, so that only truth remains. When I finally stopped striving and started trusting, greater than music, greater than acceleration found me. And now that same divine current is moving toward you. Greater than music, greater than your words are shaping your world. Heaven listens when you speak. So speak life, not limitation. Declare abundance, not fear. The shift responds to sound, and your voice carries the frequency of creation. The enemy andapos, real plan was never to destroy you. It was to mute you. But that silence ends now. From this moment, speak with authority. You are not pleading for blessings. You are walking in what heaven already decreed. You are not waiting for permission. You are carrying divine mandate. Speak. Speak a act of generosity. Every seed of faith is circulating through heaven andapos, economy, and returning multiplied. You are no longer chasing favor. Favor is chasing you. The same God who tested your patience in lack now trusts your stewardship in plenty. Chosen one, this is your era of divine flow. No striving, no forcing, only alignment. You will speak and heaven will echo. You will move and doors will open. You will rest and miracles will locate you. Believe boldly, give freely, walk confidently. The shift is complete. Heaven is in motion. Stand tall, anointed one. The world is about to witness the glory of divine alignment made visible through you. Chosen one. The season you andapos are stepping into is not ordinary. It carries the vibration of acceleration, the rhythm of divine timing, finally catching up with your faith. What once crawled will now run. The doors that resisted you for years will open suddenly, not because you changed the plan, but because heaven changed the timing. You are no longer walking in waiting. You and Apis were walking in fulfillment. Anointed one. Acceleration is not about rushing. Greater than music. Greater than itandapos. About divine synchronization. Heaven andapos. Perfect order manifesting on earth. God is redeeming the years that felt wasted. The pain, the silence, the lessons, nothing was lost. Every detour was direction in disguise. Greater than music, greater than you were never behind. You were being positioned for a launch that only obedience could prepare you for. You andapos, but begin to notice the evidence everywhere. Opportunities will multiply. People will start to remember your name. The same projects, music, that once felt impossible will now flow with ease. When divine momentum hits, it changes the laws of effort. What used to take sweat will now take faith. Euandapos, they graduated from survival into supernatural flow. Euandapos lived through this transition. I remember waking up one morning after years of feeling stuck, and suddenly everything shifted. Connections, provision, purpose. It was Nandapos luck. It was the reward for endurance. Heaven always pays those who refuse to give up. And now that same energy of acceleration is surrounding you. Chosen one, Euandapos, will know it by the peace that follows movement. But here, Andapos, the truth, acceleration, music, exposes both opportunity and distraction. Not every open door is divine. Some are detours in disguise. The way Euandapos will know the difference is peace. True doors from God won, and Andapos demand you to compromise who you are. They will require you to trust who He is. If it costs your peace, Andapos, not your promise. Anointed one, God is expanding your capacity, your ability to handle blessing without breaking under it. Euandapos will find yourself thinking clearer, moving bolder, praying with deeper authority. Heaven is no longer testing your faith. Euandapos, trusting your maturity. Euandapos have been refined for this moment. And as the blessings begin to multiply, remember the anchor, gratitude. Gratitude keeps you balanced in seasons of overflow. The more you thank Him, the more heaven releases. Every thank you keeps the oil flowing. Every act of generosity keeps the abundance multiplying. This acceleration is not competition, Euandapos, completion. Euandapos, we're not racing others. Euandapos, we're stepping into what Andapos always been yours. The waiting season built endurance, but this one will reveal evidence. People will look at your life and say, "Anquat, surely the hand of God is upon them." Anquat, chosen one, this is your Kairos moment, your appointed time. You are walking in the manifestation of everything heaven promised. The struggle prepared you. The silence purified you. And now the speed of grace will carry you. Walk boldly. Move with divine rhythm. The evidence of God Andapos, favor will not be hidden. It will be undeniable. Chosen one, as divine acceleration unfolds, understand this sacred truth. Your abundance is not coincidence, nor is it meant for you alone. God did Nandapos bring you through seasons of pruning and pain just to fill your hands. Speak. Speak, He was expanding your capacity to carry His heart. This billionaire shift is not about greed, luxury, or self-glory. Euandapos, about divine purpose. Heaven is positioning you as a vessel through which healing, hope, and transformation will flow to many. You are being entrusted with heavenly resources to fulfill earthly assignments. Anointed one, divine wealth comes with divine weight. God is not blessing you because you demanded more, but because you proved trustworthy with little. The overflow that Andapos is coming will test your heart more deeply than your skill. Will you stay humble when abundance surrounds you? Will you stay generous when comfort tempts you to close your hand? True kingdom stewardship means carrying power without pride, leading with compassion, and serving even while standing in success. Euandapos already demonstrated faithfulness when it cost you everything. You sowed when no one was watching. You stayed kind when misunderstood. Music, you kept believing when there was no visible proof. Heaven recorded it all, and now the reward is being released. Music, what, and Apos coming is not random provision. Euandapos, divine assignment. God is funding your purpose, not your pride. Greater than, music, greater than, I know what Euandapos. Like. When blessing transforms into ministry. When my breakthrough came, I thought the miracle was the end, until God revealed it was only the beginning. The moment I gave from overflow, not from fear, but gratitude. I felt his presence in a way I never had before. The tandapos, when I learned generosity multiplies anointing. When you give from purity, the oil flows stronger, freer, and further. Chosen one, prepare for your circle to change. God is aligning you with divine collaborators, people, music with discipline, vision, and integrity. Guard these relationships. They are heaven and oppose, reinforcements, but also stay discerning, because with greater influence comes greater testing. The enemy will try to convince you that the blessing is about image, but true prosperity always draws you closer to God, not further away. Keep your altar sacred even when your table overflows. Anointed one, this season is your commissioning. God is appointing you as a kingdom financier, one who funds visions, fuels faith, and multiplies impact. There are ministries, families, and generations waiting for your obedience. Every seed you release echoes through eternity. You are entering a realm where favor speaks for you, and your only answer will be, it wasn't luck. It was obedience. Walk wisely, give freely, lead humbly. You are no longer merely receiving miracles, you have become one. That, chosen one, is true wealth. That is kingdom purpose. Chosen one, the real miracle of this shift is not merely watandapos is being placed in your hands. Itandapos, watandapos, awakening within your spirit. You are not just entering a new season of blessing, music, you are becoming the embodiment of transformation itself. Heaven is nandapos, only increasing your provision. Itandapos, reshaping your perception of who you truly are. Euandapos, you're no longer the one begging for breakthrough. You are now the vessel through which breakthrough flows. Something divine is stirring within you, a deep knowing that this moment was always meant for you. Anointed one, this is where destiny and dominion collide. God has rewritten your inner language. The voice that used to whisper doubt and fear has gone silent. The weight of insecurity, the fog of comparison, the need to be understood, music, all of it has lifted. You now walk with quiet authority because you finally understand who sent you. You were chosen long before you were confident. This new identity is not arrogance. Itandapos is alignment. Heavenandapos, DNA is activating within you. This billionaire shift is not just financial. Itandapos, spiritual recalibration. The frequency of your heart has changed. The energy that once attracted resistance now attracts revelation. The same hands that once reached in desperation now release power. Speak you donandapos. Chase outcomes anymore. You command alignment with divine will. You andapos reoperating in spiritual flow, not human force. This is transformation, heaven partnering with your surrendered. Yes, Yandapose walked through this awakening myself. I remember the seasons of fear, afraid to speak, afraid to step, afraid to fail. But when I stopped performing for approval and started resting in divine identity, everything transformed. Peace replaced striving. Wisdom came effortlessly. Provision flowed naturally. I discovered that I was Nandapos, waiting for permission. I was already appointed. That same revelation is now unfolding in you. Chosen one, heaven declares, you are evidence of prophecy fulfilled. When you speak, dimensions respond. When you move, divine systems adjust. When you pray, the unseen shifts in your favor. You walk not in pride, but in presence, synchronized with the rhythm of Godandapos' heartbeat. But remember, authority without humility loses its anointing. You are elevated to uplift, not to dominate. Your story is the light that will lead others out of the dark. Anointed one, lead with compassion, not control. Let your calmness carry more weight than your words. Let confidence arise from stillness, not noise. The world will see something radiant in you, the unmistakable fragrance of transformation. You, Don and Apos, need to prove yourself. Heaven already validated you. The crown you carry is invisible to the world, but undeniable to the spirit. Walk boldly now, for you are no longer becoming, you are being. This is what divine awakening music looks like. This is what it means to be chosen one, as this music, divine unfolding continues. Understand, it was never just about you. The miracles, the promotions, the billionaire shift taking shape around your life were never meant to stop at your doorstep. You are not the container of Godandapos favor. You are the channel. Heaven and Apos, blessings flow through you so that others might witness what divine overflow truly looks like. You are being entrusted with heavenly resources to reveal how generosity, integrity, and purpose can rewrite entire generations. This is how eternal legacy begins, through surrendered stewardship. Anointed One, your life has become living evidence of what faith can build and obedience can birth. Those who once questioned your calling will soon see that every delay was preparation. Every setback was strategy. They will see more than wealth. They will see peace, wisdom, and divine light radiating from your walk. You are no longer chasing success. Success is being magnetized to your spirit. True abundance is not about accumulation, but transformation. The number of lives changed because you said yes to purpose. Heaven is now writing your name into the eternal scroll of legacy. Every prayer you prayed for others, every seed you sowed in silence, every act of kindness that went unseen, all of it has been recorded. The wealth about to enter your life carries assignment. It is not fleeting prosperity. It is generational provision. It will bless your lineage and ignite faith in countless others connected to your obedience. This is the real billionaire shift, the expansion of your soul, not just your wallet. Iandapos witnessed what happens when humility meets divine favor. People who owned little in the natural carried massive spiritual influence because they gave with pure hearts. When giving flows from love instead of ego, heaven breathes upon it and multiplies its reach. That is divine immortality, leaving echoes of goodness that outlive your name. Chosen One, heaven now trusts you with influence, not for applause, but for impact. Your presence will bring calm to chaos, faith to fear, and hope to hearts. You, Wanandapas, need to announce your power. Peace will do it for you. But remember, legacy is built in daily choices. Gratitude over greed, love over pride, obedience over comfort. Every act of humility writes eternity into your story. Speak, Anointed One. This billionaire shift is about divine alignment, not accumulation. You are the living blueprint, proof that purity and prosperity can dwell together. Others will be drawn to your example more than your words. Your overflow will become their open door. Chosen One, stand tall. Heaven's narrative is manifesting through you. You are prophecy fulfilled, a tree of righteousness planted to prosper for His glory. Walk in peace, give freely, and carry the fire of divine purpose. This is your legacy, to shine eternally, to lead with love, and to let God's abundance flow through you forever. Chosen One, this is your Kairos moment, the sacred intersection of heaven's timing and your obedience. The billionaire shift is no longer a prophecy waiting to happen. Music, it's a reality unfolding in this very breath. The angels have already been dispatched. the resources already released, and the pathways already cleared. You are standing in divine alignment, the exact place where destiny meets manifestation. Anointed one, walk in quiet confidence, knowing that God has sealed this season with His favor. The same hand that carried you through the valley is now positioning you on the mountaintop. You've passed the tests, you've endured the refining, and now the overflow begins. Every seed you've sown in tears is returning multiplied in joy. This is not the end. It's the unveiling of everything heaven prepared while you waited in faith. Lift your head, chosen one. Stand tall in your calling. Speak abundance over your life, not as a wish, but as a decree. What you speak now will shape the seasons ahead. Remain faithful. Stay pure in heart, and let gratitude be your constant language. If this word resonated in your spirit, declare 777 inches the comments to align your faith with heaven's confirmation. Subscribe and share this message so others may awaken to their own divine transfer. The doors are open. The oil is flowing. The shift is happening now. Go forth, anointed one. Heaven is with you. Crafts, summary, comprehensive overview. Key insights, main takeaways, clean transcript, remove filler words, proper notes, comprehensive notes, basic content, summaries and transcripts, analysis, deep insights and patterns, study and education, learning and note-taking tools, content creation, social media and blog content dictionaries and encyclopedias.